Welcome back to the Who Cares podcast. It's Lynden.
And Peyton.
And we have our friend Austin.
Hello.
Hi, Austin.
I have a headache. Austin has a headache. Peyton's getting drunk and high at the same time.
Yes, I am.
This is going to be a very interesting podcast. What are we drinking today, boys? I have the worst flavor of hint watermelon.
Do you want the alcoholic one or the non-alcoholic one first?
You can throw a bang. I know you have a bang.
Yeah, I have a candy apple crisp bang.
That's a decent flavor. It reminds me of a carnival of a fall day. You know.
Yeah, it's really good.
Austin.
Arnold Palmer, all the way.
Arnold Palmers are so good.
They are.
Yeah,
underappreciated. Honest to God.
They're underappreciated, and you've never
cheap as fuck.
Cheap, yeah, 99 cents. It's never gone up. It's never gone down. You gotta appreciate what Arnold was doing. But how you guys doing? How's your life been?
I've been all right myself.
Austin?
I exist.
Yeah.
I exist.
Nice. Hang on, I'm a horrible host. I'm pulling up the topics I have. Oh, okay. So I want to talk about this for like over a week. So we got followed on Twitter by another podcast by the name of Water Sports Podcast, and apparently Water Sports is P-Play. I didn't know that. Thank you for teaching me that. Yeah, but I got a notification like a week and a half ago that someone followed us on Twitter, and I was like, oh really? Okay, cool. And I went and looked, and it was another podcast. I was like, no shit. And these people had like 36,000 followers, I think.
Damn.
And I was like, yo, which one of these people? Because it's 4 guys. Well, 3 now, because I think 1 left. I don't know. I've kind of been listening to their podcast, which it sucks ass. And as soon as they liked us, like follow us on Twitter, within 3 minutes their account got like banned.
That's fucking.
So I like to think that them following our podcast on Twitter made them get banned.
That's their downfall.
Yeah, and as I was looking through their Twitter and stuff, they brand themselves as the worst podcast in existence.
Okay.
I really gotta say, it is their podcast. It fits that title. It's
okay.
Their podcast is ass. So I listened to like one of their newest episodes because I eventually want to collaborate with these people. And I was listening to one of the newest episodes, and it started off with them talking about like each other getting high, which I was like, oh, okay, they're just a bunch of weed smoking dudes. They're in their early 20s, and then it switched from weed to them talking about bringing back like racial diversity in water fountains.
The fuck?
Making the blacks drink from their own.
Segregation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bringing back black only, white only water fountains, and then it went from that straight into a God Bless America acapella.
Unique.
It's ass. It was 100% ass. Like the episode's horrible.
I wonder how they found us.
I want to know. Yeah, I want to know which, because like whenever I eventually, because I plan to eventually go and shoot them a text. I want to know which one of them has listened to our podcast or how they even like found us, and why they decided to follow us.
Yeah, hopefully it's because they like our content.
I don't like their content. I'll publicly say that. But
yeah,
that goes with their brand because they're supposed to be shitty, I think.
The worst podcast on Spotify.
Yeah, well, if they're the worst podcast, we're the most racist podcast.
No, we're not. We're not racist.
We're the most based podcast.
Yes, that is also true. We are the most based podcast on Spotify.
And Apple Music and Amazon Prime and
Are we on Audible?
I think we're
And
all
now YouTube.
I think we're and I don't know, Joe Rogan's on Spotify.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Joe Rogan is on
Joe Rogan's the
Spotify.
most based podcast.
We're the second most based podcast.
I'll take that title. If the only man to beat me is Joe Rogan, I'm alright with that. You know that
we can't.
You know that he can't because so everyone's asking Joe to have on Donald Trump, and he wanted to, but like he politically cannot because of all the backlash that it would receive. He said that, like secrets would get out and that he can't do it.
That's sad. I would love to hear those.
I would love
to know the government.
I would love to see Joe Rogan, Donald Trump, and Joey Diaz.
That would be interesting to watch. Not even gonna lie,
And
100%.
Joey Diaz looks at Donald Trump and goes, "Hey, here, want some gummy bears?"
That would be funny.
And then just drugs the former president with 2,000 milligrams of THC.
I don't think Trump could survive 2,000.
He could. He would just be like
that man would be fucked up.
He'd be a vegetable for a few days. I mean,
he would not be okay.
As someone who has taken edibles, 100 milligrams, which is what I took before the podcast, will put me on my ass once it kicks in.
Then how does Joey Diaz take 1,000 at a time?
Tolerance.
1,000
Dude has
milligrams.
a high fucking tolerance.
Well, I've heard that he just eats them like candy.
Jesus.
He just he'll pop 15 gummy bears.
Bro, if I fucking ate that many, I'd be probably dead.
Well, because I know that each gummy bear is 500 milligrams that what Joey Diaz has, and if you give someone a small dosage, it's like cutting off an ear of a gummy bear.
Yeah.
It's like actual size gummy bears. They don't look any different.
God.
I want one.
Stone actually mixes up his gummy bears with the one he was supposed to pass out for Halloween. That makes a very spicy Halloween night. I feel bad for the kid that just downed the whole bag. That motherfucker's not gonna be okay.
That child will not be moving for a day or two.
That boy's gonna need some food.
Oh no, he ain't gonna be able to move his mouth to eat food. I don't. Here at the Who Cares podcast, we don't condone drug usage, but we know that people do it. So be safe.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive. If you do drugs, have a babysitter.
Well, if you're doing hallucinogenics.
And
if you're doing any kind of drug, have a babysitter.
Be careful with shrooms.
Remember, protection.
Don't be a fool, wrap your tool.
We don't need any more retards out here in the world.
Exactly. If you're gonna do the stuff, do it safely. Drink responsibly. Do whatever's legal in your state responsibly.
Yes. Because we want you guys to be able to listen to our podcast and give us revenue.
Yes, and we want you to be safe.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Legal reasons.
Yes.
Yes.
We care about our listeners.
Today, I was thinking, okay, so I was at the gym today, right? And I did shoulders today. And I mid lift, I had an epiphany. Of a thought. There was this kid my junior year. His name was Luke. Went to my high school. This dude was the definition of meathead. I swear to God, this guy did nothing but work out. His second action after working, lifting a heavy weight was breathing. He wasn't very smart. He was kind of dense, and I think he was on drugs, but like not like small drugs, like big drugs. And we definitely know he was on a test.
Okay.
But I was thinking today, I was like, one day he just stopped showing up to school, and that was it. Like I didn't like because he was in my English class, and then I was thinking back, I was like, one day I just stopped seeing him, and I do not know what the fuck happened to him.
Okay.
Do you have any ideas on what happened to Luke from English?
I was not in your school. I have no clue, like
a
lot of the stuff about it.
dude, like what? It's kind of like it's weird because I realized 3 years later that he stopped showing up to school.
So either he moved schools and didn't tell anybody, or Luke was never real and he was a figment of your
But
imagination.
no one said anything. It was
Luke was just not real. You just made him up.
Magic.
it wouldn't make sense why he was like a hulking mass of muscle. But
Yeah, you just made Luke up. He never existed.
but he had
Luke is entirely just a figment of
he
imagination.
had like blonde hair. Like he was shorter than me.
Man, you have
He
really
never
active
existed.
imagination. Luke never existed.
He never existed. It was a false imagination.
I just want to know why, like 3 years later, I suddenly remembered that there was a kid named Luke in my English, and I do not know where he went.
Magic.
You guys
Never
You
existed.
guys ever like forget about something and then like years later or like months, weeks, whatever, you remember?
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Really?
All the
Never?
time.
Not really, no. I actually have a very weird memory. Like, sometimes I'll remember everything, and sometimes I fucking forget everything.
What?
My memory is shit, but I do remember random things later.
It either works or it don't do shit.
I have really bad deja vu, like all the time. Like I went out with my friend and his family for his birthday, and I was riding in the back seat. I looked out the window, and then I just got I felt deja vu, and then I looked over, and it got worse because I was like, "Wait, I've already lived this." It was fucking horrible. I hate deja vu because deja vu reminds me of my mortality.
I don't really give a shit about my mortality.
Yeah. I personally don't either, but that's because of reasons.
If I live, I die. If I die, I die. So be it.
You guys are just so fucking lovely today.
Right? I'm always
This
lovely.
podcast is lovely.
Yeah,
I feel like
Hey, my God.
we've been hitting the depressed chord ever since we started this thing.
I mean, that says more about us than it does the podcast.
Hey, it's because we don't feel good. None of us really feel good.
I feel like shit.
I feel fine, guys.
No, well,
We're about
fuck
to
off.
feel fine like 40 minutes.
I'm gonna fucking not be okay.
Listen, it's past my bedtime. The sun's gone down. I'm tired.
You are a bird.
I have an important trip coming up this week. But I have to leave at 11 tomorrow. So I'm going so today I got asked by one of my friends that I haven't talked to in a while. He randomly sent me a text and he was like, "Hey man, sorry for ghosting you for months." And I was like, "Oh, that's fine. I didn't think you were ghosting me. Just sometimes friends don't talk for a while, but it's cool because we get busy."
Yeah, you're.
I haven't talked to
everyone.
90% of my friends the entire summer.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
yes.
It's everyone's adults. We have things that happen, and it's sometimes hard to keep up with other people.
And I was like, "Don't sweat it, man. Just because we don't talk every day or hang out every week doesn't mean we're not friends." And then and he's like, "Thanks, I really appreciate that." And he's like, "Hey, we need so apparently him and like a group of friends signed up for like a cross country style race. And it's like 3.5 hours away from where I live. And they're getting like a hotel tomorrow night, Friday night, and Saturday night. And they were like, and they were like, it kind of made me a little pressed. Is because they, I wasn't initially invited. So there was like my friend, and then 4 other guys, but 2 guys had to cancel, so I got the invite. I was a little pissed.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because I used to run with this guy a lot, so I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. But anyway, they invited me, and we're gonna spend like a hotel Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night, and then Friday night I'm running a race at like, what is it, 8 o'clock at night, and there's like lights throughout this entire course, and there's blaring music, and then there's like a party afterwards. But I think it'd be a good time.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it sounds like it'll be fun.
You guys have any trips planned anytime soon?
I'm heading down to South Carolina tomorrow, actually.
Wait, you gonna do any sister fucking down there?
Hey, yo.
Cousin
No.
fucking?
No.
Dog breeding, if you know what I mean.
Hey.
What the fuck are you on?
What? Lynden, are you the one who took something? Not me? Jesus
Christ. Jesus Christ.
If you go to South Carolina, you gotta do at least one of those things.
No, the fuck you don't.
I think you're thinking more of like, what is
Alabama, dipshit.
Like, Alabama.
Actually,
or like
did
fucking...
you know that Kentucky has the highest incest rates in the states?
Actually, that's not surprising.
Yeah, it's not.
Did you also know that in
surprising.
Kentucky you can legally marry your first cousin? It's fine. Coincidence?
Yep.
I think not.
I mean, it's not a coincidence whenever they're literally, it's a law that's on the books.
Yes, but as soon as they get rid of incest, it becomes the number 1 incest. Well, I need to move to Kentucky.
Hey, yo, bro, what the fuck?
The hell?
Oh, come on. We all got that hot cousin.
No.
No?
Well, you guys really aren't liking my hot takes tonight.
No.
Your fucking hot takes are creepy.
They're not hot shit takes.
Oh,
Jesus
trust
Christ.
me. They're hot takes, alright. If you know what I mean.
You need help.
Yes, I do.
He needs a lot more
I need some
fucking
coochie,
help.
motherfuckers.
You need a fucking psychiatrist.
I tried that
dipshit.
once, and well, I didn't. I tried that once, and my psychiatrist asked me how me and my girlfriend were doing the week after we broke up, and I told her about it. So
Oof.
I don't believe psychiatrists help.
They might, but that one was just.
If I need someone to talk to, I'll talk to Talking Tom.
Talking Tom, Jesus Christ! I forgot that even existed.
God,
if anyone's got my back, it's Talking Tom. On God.
Talking Tom is the best friend any of us can ever have.
If I need practice talking to a woman, I talk to Angela.
Why not talk to Tom?
I'm not gay.
You slut.
Can you guys hear that tapping?
Yes, I can.
I was stabbing a stuffed turtle.
Why the fuck were you stabbing a turtle?
You were stabbing a stuffed. Why were you stabbing a stuffed turtle?
I don't know, man. I just got the urge.
You got the urge to stab a stuffed turtle, I guess.
Oh, and I was bored, wanting to stab the shit out of a
I don't
turtle.
know. I mean, you guys ever done some like fuck shit to a turtle? So
No.
one time I was at a friend's house, like when I was like younger. I was like barely past 10, and we were like walking in the woods outside his house because he lived like way out in the country. We found this turtle at
Oh God!
like it was like walking along the path, and I was like, "Hey yo, the turtle be walking." My friend picked up a rock and just smashed its shell in, and honest to God, it kind of scarred me because I've always been a softie for like animals and stuff, and the turtle wasn't doing nothing. It was just walking.
Turtle was just doing turtle things. Then here
a
comes your
turtle's just
friend with the rock.
existing, and you beat the shit out of it with a rock.
Hold on, I need to write this down in the fucking meme note so I can add that to the Ifunny.
Oh, okay.
Just when you're a turtle and you see a random kid come by with a rock.
Well, and like I felt really bad because I was like, oh, it's like it shows.
Good,
I didn't do it. My friend did it, but
you're a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, honestly, it kind of is. Kind of explains a lot. I didn't want to hurt the turtle.
Your friend did, and your friend crushed it with a
Your
rock.
friend fucking murdered
It was
the
still
bastard.
alive after we left.
Oh yeah, God, that's horrible. Even worse.
Like it's like top of the top of the shell.
You did that poor little shit
dirty. Top of the shell was like caved in.
Oh God!
Jesus Christ, dude! You're fucking admitting to turtle war crimes or some shit.
Fucking murdered a poor little shit.
Oh, my friend crushes the shell of a turtle, but God forbid I put a battery into the ocean. You guys are all for that.
Yeah,
Don't fucking put batteries in the ocean either, you dumbass.
You have to put car batteries in the ocean to recharge the electric eels.
That's a God-given right there. If God did not God gave me car batteries to recharge the eels.
Exactly. You have to recharge the eels by throwing your car batteries in the ocean. It also helps the other fish be able to power their homes.
Hey, God did not give me a car battery just so I can help a fish charge his Tesla. Have you guys seen those like the crazy long lines at Tesla chargers right now? They're insane.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah,
I don't give a single shit about Tesla, so I ignore them.
So like a Tesla charges 30 minutes, I think, and there's like lines of like 24 cars.
Jesus
so theoretically,
Christ.
if there's one car, if there's one charger for 24 cars at 30 minutes of charge,
That's 12 hours.
Yeah.
12 hours to charge all these cars.
Did you guys see that video of that one guy who he owned like a gas station that had Tesla chargers, and he was putting out of order signs on them because Tesla just wasn't paying him?
Yeah, I did actually see that. I forget where I saw it, but yeah, I saw that. They hadn't paid rent since like November.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is honestly fucking crazy.
It is. Like, that is...
Elon...
It's completely ridiculous. Tesla makes more than enough money to be able to pay its
Elon's
people.
been too busy dealing with Twitter right now.
Yeah, honestly.
Did you hear that Twitter's going to try to force him to buy it now?
Actually, yeah.
Why are they going to force him? I thought they didn't want him to buy it.
He was going to buy it, but then they wouldn't disclose what percentage of their user base were bots. And so now they're taking him to court, but it's a lose-lose for Twitter because either they admit that most of their platform is bots and their stock tanks, or they sell the or they do say, and it shows how much of their user base is bots. And if like you can like understand like a 2% of your user base being bots, and that's pretty nice. But anything above like 5% is like really, really bad.
Yeah, no.
And if they're refusing to show it, it's more than likely above 5%.
So I guess it's probably closer.
I was gonna say I would not doubt that Twitter Twitter's user base is 10% bots.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt if it was 10%
I wouldn't doubt
even
that like
higher.
half of the comment threads on Twitter is just bots bantering with each other.
Yeah. I would not doubt that whatsoever.
Honestly, what else wouldn't surprise me if like 90% of Kick
Kick?
is 100%
Oh,
bots.
Kick's a
Yeah.
lawless land.
Yeah.
I hate Kick.
Kick is
I don't know why I fucking use it still.
I use it because I have friends on there and I actually
Who's your
enjoy
friends
the
on Kick?
You know, Tree.
Yeah. That's true.
Patrick.
Shout out to Patrick for being a real one, listening to the podcast. But everyone I meet on Kick, I talk to, they're just like really annoying, horrible people.
Yeah.
Most of the people on Kick are, yes.
Like I know I'm in an advice. I'm in an advice group chat, and like that's the only good thing that comes from Kick because I actually get to help out people with their problems.
That's literally the one I said that was created
Yeah,
just so
and
we could
I'm
troll.
slowly changing it. See, because there was
Nah,
this one
man.
guy that was like, "Hey, I like being pegged, but I don't know that I like being pegged yet." So I told him, I said, "Hey, you like being pegged? Tell your wife to peg you. You'll be fine." But I had to lie to help him because he wanted just a female.
Yeah, it's those guys, they're not looking for advice. They're looking to push their perverse sexual shit onto people.
Yeah.
He was not actually looking for advice, and they are fine to fuck with.
I did not mind giving him the advice that he did or did not want. It was funny to hear his sexual encounter with his wife.
Ew.
Well, what? Like the description he used was hilarious.
Explain the description if you can. Is it PG-13?
Yeah, I can make it PG-13. So,
okay, yeah, make it PG-13.
There was barbecue sauce on my titties.
All the barbecue sauce has money laundering in it. Shout out to Jones.
Nah.
Oh,
you're a real one. Oh wait, wasn't that fake?
yes, that was. It was faked.
What was?
Yeah, it was a comedian who did the Jones barbecue foot massage skit. And then if I remember correctly, he created the whole money laundering thing as like a thing to show why that character wasn't around.
That's sad. So this guy was like, "Hey, so he's like, okay, set the scene, okay. Me and my wife, we're getting a little down and dirty." And I didn't understand this next part. He said, like, my wife was using her vibrator to pleasure me on my asshole. So as I read this, I deciphered it as she was just placing the vibrator like on his, puckered chocolate starfish.
Yes,
Just
that
straight up
sounds
And
exactly.
I was like,
hell out that thing.
I was like, okay, this kind of gay, but okay. But yeah, and then he's
gay,
like,
okay.
now, whenever she moved her hand, it accidentally went inside me a little bit, and I was like,
don't fucking phrase it that way.
Her hand slipped and things happened. And he's like, now he's like,
asshole.
I'm
Big
not
whoop.
gay, but I want to try it with I wanted to try it with my wife again, like more inside me. And I was like, you're okay. That's kind of gay. It's kind of gay. It's a little gay. Let's be honest. We agree that if you have a vibrator inside your butthole, that's kind of gay. And he was like, but my wife is vanilla, so I don't know how to go about this. And I was like, well, I'll be honest with you. Sex is sex. However you describe, the meaning of sex It's whatever you want it. It said your wife is a vanilla because that's just what she likes. It's just not you. Maybe it's just because she's vanilla doesn't mean that she's not going to be willing to experiment. So I was like, sit down, talk to your wife, and even if she doesn't want to do that with you, there's no stopping yourself from going down that path. But I did tell him, I was like, hey, just so you know, dude, you're into pegging.
If he wasn't actually into it, you just fucking
and he was like,
successfully
what's
convinced him
pegging?
he
And I
was.
said, look it up. 'Cause he was like 43. Yeah, it was kind of like, okay.
Jesus.
That's like almost as that's like my parents' age. But I had to lie and say I was like a 29-year-old female. Well, I couldn't say 19-year-old female because I'd probably get like a penis pic.
Yeah,
29.
That's a fair
29
point, yeah.
is that like good
29.
age of like guys won't immediately send you a dick pic.
You fail to you underestimate some
If
guys.
I ever get sent a dick pic while I'm acting as a female, I will immediately send one back.
Do it, you won't, bitch.
I've always told people to do that because I'm not fucking ready for it.
I will send them. I forget what that move, like what the actual like thing is called. It's like the bat wings. Whenever you like take your nutsack and you spread them apart. Yeah, I'll send them a bat wing.
Yeah, that's a bat wing.
What the fuck?
With some taint.
A little
Jesus.
bit.
You can have a little
flavor.
taint as treat.
Jesus.
This is fun. This is probably one of our worst episodes I have ever recorded.
Okay. This is not good.
It could have been. It could be a lot worse.
The Christmas special.
The Christmas
I don't even know what happened on the Christmas
special.
No
one ever will know what happened, and no one will ever remember because honestly, I don't remember.
I remember what happened during the Christmas special.
You remember clearly, don't you?
Yes. But more than half the episode was edited out because of how bad it was.
Jeez.
Like bad and like this. Yeah.
Just
okay. So after this episode, you're gonna have to remind me of why, because I don't remember why I edited it out.
I mean, we've talked about it before on here. It's because like we started talking about like how we'd fight homeless people, and then Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Talked about doing like psychic damage to psychic damage to homeless people by just screeching at them.
Wasn't horrible.
I see.
I don't know. That was you. You're the editor.
Okay, well let's bring it back. So let's fight some homeless people. How would you fight a homeless person?
Okay, I'm trying to remember what we said. Melee is almost strictly out.
The homeless guy
will fuck up most people in Melee, either through fucking poison damage from,
STDs,
the shit he's carrying around. STDs, AIDS, herpes.
You just get the shit.
Literal shit-covered shank.
Yeah, no. Homeless people have poison damage.
Yeah, and
homeless people have poison.
And every one of them has a rusty shank, so can't forget about that bleeding.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They have bleed and poison damage. So I think your best bet to take down the standard
don't forget
person would either be
the AOE debuff they have from them. The stink.
They do have the AOE debuff. I think your best way to take down a homeless person would either be a ranged build, or if you can do a combination of like a psychic. But the problem with psychic is you have to take place over a long period of time and just mentally destroy the homeless person beforehand. You have to just keep stacking debuffs until the homeless person's too weak, and then you can just smack them and they die.
Okay, so
or they kill themselves.
What are we gonna do? Like we're gonna edge his schizophrenia?
We give him a dog and then we kill the dog, and then we just keep repeating that.
No. Here's what we do. We give him a dog. We wait 2 months. We kill the dog, and then we take the dog, cook the dog, and feed him the dog.
Yes.
Whoa, calm the
That
fuck
right
down.
there. Yes. See, this is the stealth side of it. You have to mentally destroy
And
the
then
homeless
right after
man with the
he
debuffs.
finds out he's eating his dog, we shoot him.
Yeah. But yeah, I think if you're just wanting to, like, Leroy Jenkins into it without any planning or stealth, you have to use a ranged build to be able to effectively do it. Yes, sure, certain melee and tank builds could definitely take it, but it's more harm than what it's worth.
Okay,
you have to have your ranged DPS.
So let's say we can't shoot him with like traditional wet things. So like a gun, a bow and arrow. Anything that will actually shoot something like effectively. Like, can you kill a homeless person with like a marshmallow shooter?
Probably.
Probably if they're diabetic.
If they're diabetic, or if like they open their mouth to catch it and you make them choke on it.
Yeah, that's also true.
Can you put stuff
other than
in
that,
marshmallow
probably
shooters that are not marshmallows?
You could, as long as it's the
Technically,
right
yeah.
How does a
size and
marshmallow
shape
shooter
of a
even work? Isn't it
marshmallow.
is it powered by something?
Air. It's compressed air. Like, basically what it is you have the marshmallow in it, and then it's like, you know how a potato gun works? Yeah, it's like that. It's like where you're using the air that was trapped in it after you loaded to shoot it forward by compressing the air.
You think that could, if we put something that's not a marshmallow in, we could kill someone with it?
Maybe it would have to be like, I mean, depends on what we put in it. If we put a small piece of C4 in it, yeah, that'll kill someone. If we put like a rock in it, it probably won't.
Well, we're not. If you say as long, what's the speed of a homeless person? Are we faster than the homeless person?
Maybe.
Okay, it would really depend on which like regional variant of homeless person. I feel like a homeless person from like New York would be faster than like a homeless person from like San Francisco, because the San Francisco one has to watch out for human shit and use needles on the ground.
Yeah, that's a fair point, actually.
So the San Francisco regional variant of the homeless person is more dex and agility based, while the New York homeless person is speed based, because the cops are more angry at homeless people.
But what about Detroit, Michigan, November homeless people?
Oh yeah, you cannot beat them. You're fucked if you fight.
Oh yeah, no, you're probably gonna get fucking murdered.
They have the scariest regional variant.
Yeah, the generational homeless people. Those fuckers have been homeless for generations. Yeah. Not one of them could get a job.
Exactly. Yep.
They will fuck you up.
Okay, but
so yeah, but I think the typical build for a homeless person is
okay.
ranged.
So we got to go into the boss battle now. The Florida homeless people.
Oh, you're gonna get your ass kicked. You're not.
No, with their fucking gator summons. No, you're fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked. You're not winning that, Chief.
Even.
Sorry, but if you go against a homeless person from Florida, you're fucking dead.
That is one where the stealth. That is one where like the stealth approach is required.
I don't even think stealth could save you.
I think
if
you gave a homeless person in Florida a dog, they'd eat it. See,
probably,
if we're talking a big, even if they don't have their bath salts buff, they're still too high of a level.
Yeah, like you would have had to have spawned in Florida and do all your leveling there to be able to. I guess maybe if you were one of the weirdos on the Australian server, you could do that. But I feel an Australian server could maybe take on the Florida homeless, like someone from there. Because Florida and Australia, they're very similar. Only one's more wet and the other's more dry.
If we pin a homeless person in the outback versus a homeless person in Florida, who's winning?
Oh shit! If we take because they're very different. One has like the fucking insanity buff. The other one's just a hardcore survivalist. I think it would really come down to who gets the first blow.
Homeless person, the bath salts buff.
I say if we're going to give any of them buffs, we're giving them all buffs.
We have to think
all their
about
standard buffs.
We have to think then. What's the Australian buff?
Oh shit, they have a lot more summons than the Florida does. Like, yeah, Florida has gator, but then Australia has fucking kangaroo.
No. You think a kangaroo
they have, like, all the dangerous animals
could beat a gator?
I mean, not a singular kangaroo, but I feel like a squad of kangaroos would beat the shit out of a gator.
I'm pretty sure a single kangaroo probably could beat the shit out of a gator, depending on.
Are we talking like kangaroos will literally?
No. Are we talking 1v1 like in arena type deathmatch, or are we talking out in the wild?
I'm thinking one-on-one.
No clue when they could meet up. So we're thinking, okay, in a one-on-one scenario, the kangaroo will more than likely beat the ever-loving shit out of an alligator. Due to the fact that an alligator probably would just get the shit jumped out of it by a kangaroo. That's my guess. I'm not 100% sure on that. But from what I can tell, kangaroos are fucking agile.
They're agile and they're fucking buff. I mean, they're fucking intimidating as shit.
What?
I mean, do you know what sometimes kangaroos will do? They will go to a fucking pond and stand in the middle of it up to their chest, just waiting for something else to enter the pond so they can drown it, just because they feel like it.
Kangaroos are some fucked up creatures, man.
Everything from Australia is fucked up, which is why, if, we're talking their fucking summons, the Australian homeless guy has a lot more summons.
Big-ass spiders.
A lot scarier summons. Big-ass tarantulas, fucking dingoes.
Dude.
Dingoes are like a very scariest creature.
I don't know if they'd be able to summon them because I don't know if they have them unlocked yet. But the emus, they lost to the emus.
They did, but imagine the homeless fucker taming one.
Outback, is he a high enough level?
Probably.
I don't.
He's in fucking Australia. Probably. He gets a level boost.
Yeah. Australia, like, your XP, like, everything's so hard there, you get XP, like, if you survive past the first few stages, your XP is fucking ridiculous.
That is like a 200% XP
So the
boost
Australian
there, just for
has the
existing
battle
Australia.
pass. Well,
yes.
Basically, it seems like an unfair advantage to the Florida man if he can summon an emu.
I mean, we're just going based off their base
Australians
kids.
Winning. I mean, the British forces could not bring down the emus.
Yeah. And now, again, that is comparing the homeless person. I was saying a person from Australia might have a chance against a Florida homeless. Because there is still a huge level disparity, but because of how the Australian server is.
They're all crazy. They're all crazy as hell.
There's a chance. Yeah.
Australia is Florida.
Oh, yeah, no, it's. Yes.
Like,
Australia is just dry
literally,
Florida,
whenever people enjoy Marmite.
Yeah, who the fuck enjoys Marmite and Vegemite and all that bullshit?
No one.
Nobody's sane.
That's their Popeye spinach right there. If they had a jar of Marmite, it's over. You're not winning.
God, I'm just imagining the fucking fight that we're planning, and it's just, the fucking Popeye music.
It crushes a can of Vegemite.
Fucking Jesus.
And instead of his arms getting big, it's just his balls. He beats the hell out of
What the
the
fuck?
Florida
What?
guy.
Yes. Yes, the Australian special move, ball smack.
Bailiff, whack his PP.
So to conclude this death
Uh.
battle, Florida homeless men versus Australia homeless men. We have to go to the Australian. Even with the bath salts buff, even with the crocodile summons, it cannot come close to the Australians, Vegemite buff, emus, tarantulas, koalas, kangaroos. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think overall, a Florida man would get his ass kicked by someone from Australia.
Rest in peace to the Florida man. I mean, he stomps anyone. Wait. Okay, I have another one. Florida homeless men versus what's Appalachian moonshiner.
Ooh,
oh God,
that's a hard one. That's hard.
Yes, but
are we still giving them like all their base buffs?
Moonshiner wins. Moonshiner wins.
I was gonna say, are we also including mythic summons? Because fucking the Appalachian with their fucking
legendary.
Wendigo summon, easy
That's a
clap.
legendary.
Not even the Wendigo. You got Mothman.
That's why I asked if we were doing their mythic summons.
Fuck. Well, the Appalachian, he beats everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe Australia.
Yeah, Australia has like the fucking bunyip and the rainbow serpent. Oh, you need to look into Australian mythology. If I remember right, because it is a very confusing mythology, I think the rainbow serpent is like a creator god.
It's like the world snake from whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, from Norse mythology.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, the Florida mythic summon, dog shit. I mean, the skunk ape, Jesus Christ, it is so fucking awful. It should not be a mythic summon.
But fucking West Virginia, there's so many.
Right. West Virginia is like the fucking like
West Virginia is the home of cryptids in America.
Hang on.
Yeah, it is the mythic summon gold mine.
Here's 10 Florida urban legends. So you have the Florida skunk ape. You got the swamp cabbage man. The stink ape.
Cabbage man.
Mayaka, skunk ape. Dude.
I'm hearing like 3 of them are basically just variations on the skunk ape at least. Oh yes, the mischievous rabbit, the most powerful mythic summon of them all.
Licks.
Dude, no. Unfortunately, if we're talking max level, full power, all summons enabled, anyone from the Appalachians will easily clap everyone else. Like that's
the deer girl.
That's not even a fucking fight at that point.
No, I don't know. I mean, there's some fucking weird ones if you're counting in, like, like the grease builds and all that.
The Russian builds.
I don't know. Okay, okay. We're adding in the Russians here. There are some weird summons they could do, but as far as like sheer durability,
they're not a summon build. They're a tank
are the
build.
most durable. Yeah. Now, they do have a summon. They do have the bear summon.
And they have
that is also a tank.
What do you want, you fat bastard of a cat? Fuck off.
No. It's not a Putin summon. See, there's like a 1 in like 10,000 chance whenever you use the bear summon.
Oh, bro.
It has
if
Putin
you have that, it's clapped.
Yes.
It's done.
That I will.
Yeah, if you get that like 0.1%, rare spawn. Yeah.
The Putin bear summon or the corn lady from Florida. I'm trying to find more lore about the corn lady.
The corn lady.
I still stand by my point. If we're talking like conventional for the most part, if we're talking maxed out, full stats and everything, Appalachian would probably have a pretty good fight.
Oh yeah, Appalachia would beat most people, I think.
Because they got Sasquatches, they got the Jersey Devil, they got fucking Mothman, the Wendigo, Skinwalkers, things like that. They got like everything under the sun.
Yeah, if you want to play the best summoning build in the game, move to the Appalachian server. Your summon leveling is fucking ridiculous there.
No, you're summoning you summon anything in there and it's fucking game over.
Yeah, there's so many buffs to summons in Appalachia. It's kind of broken. Mods, please fix.
I'm not gonna lie though, like if we're talking on 1v1 fights, just mano a mano, a Moonshiner from Appalachia would probably kick the ass of like 90% of
Red
people,
Bull gives
like,
you
those
wings,
fuckers have
but that
seen some
Moonshine
shit.
put you in full-wheel drive.
That Moonshine will put you under and then bring you back.
Whenever a Moonshiner is at peak shine, you're done.
Oh yeah. Like their shine buff, it's not like, it doesn't just happen. They have to you have to stack the buff to get to its full potential.
It takes like 3 moves in order to be fully charged.
Yeah, but if they're at full charge of their shine buff, you're fucked. You cannot let them do their shine buff.
Oh no, if they get shine buff, you're basically fucking dead.
By the way, has anyone thought about what would happen if they I've seen the build. I've seen most of the builds are them buffing themselves while their summons do most of the work.
Yeah.
Has anyone thought about what would happen if they use their shine buff on one of their summons?
Basically crack.
Yeah, we're putting the shine buff on the Wendigo.
No.
Oh god. Oh, no. Remember, the shine buff does have the debuff where you're not quite you're not as agile. Mothman is an agility build. I mean, he literally flies. Yeah. Probably not the best on him. But I think the Wendigo definitely would still get more of a buff out of it.
Probably, yeah.
I guess the hard part would be administrating said buff. I mean, it is kind of hard to hold down one of your summons.
Are we
I'm sure an Appalachian could do it.
Are we introducing the Blair Witch?
Sorry, I changed the Blair Witch in my basement.
Are we introducing what was that?
No.
No. That was a player at some point in the past.
That was a player at some point in the past, yeah.
Well, I can't think of anything else that would fit the mold more perfect than shine buff Wendigo.
At some point, we need to just sit down and figure out what
we're going to do a
United States
homeless person state tier list. In the next episode.
Yes.
I will.
We've created a more cohesive video game lore than some video games I've played right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have nothing else.
There was something actually tying back into the homeless guy thing. There was something I read about. There was some NASCAR driver. His name was I think Bobby East. He went to a gas station.
See, he got stabbed by the weakest
and got
homeless
stabbed to
person.
death by a homeless man.
Huh.
Yes, but weak.
No, he got stabbed by a deck.
He must have been really weak because he got killed by the lowest level homeless person in America.
I don't know, man. That poison damage and the bleed damage together, that's rough.
The damage from an homeless person from that area is probably double what a normal. Although they deal high damage and are fragile. But
okay,
overall considering,
we've already decided that the Appalachian homeless, Appalachian people in general, they're the top. What is the lowest?
Florida
simply due to their sheer summoning power.
You could flick this homeless person and they'd be dead.
Probably one of the one of the ones from one of the European servers, because they don't have to be tough like the other ones do. They don't get the poison damage buff.
Wait,
they
are we
don't
going?
get
Hold
the
on,
let's
hold
go.
on.
Let's do
Are we going
states
continental,
first,
or are we
and then
going
we'll
just
do
purely U.S. though?
we'll
Let's specify that
do
now.
continental.
Okay,
States
first.
Okay. I don't know. Probably just like
we're
a
built
standard
different over here.
Midwestern one then.
No.
It's
because like think about it though, like
it's gotta be a West
shit,
Coast.
The fuck's a homeless person gonna do in a fucking tornado? Honestly, I'd probably say Oregon.
No. Wait, yeah, Oregon was the one that like decriminalized all drugs.
I thought that was Dakota.
Those motherfuckers know
one
how
of
to
the
stack
Dakotas.
buffs. No.
Did one of the Dakotas make cocaine legal?
No.
I swear, one of those Dakotas
know.
are really cool and one of them are really normal.
I know South Dakota is the one with what's it
Mount
called?
Rushmore,
Mount Rushmore in it.
homeless.
Good job, buddy.
My
Don't worry,
my
buddy.
brain's finally starting to not
Don't worry,
work.
buddy.
The edibles finally kicking in.
I think so. Holy hell.
You'll be okay.
Well, I don't have anything else.
No, I'm gonna be fine.
It is late. We could do we can do a short episode.
Yeah, it is.
We've been busting
we
out like
deserve
hour
a
and a
episode
half,
every
2
now
hours and a half.
Hour and a half.
When's the last time we've had an hour episode?
Yeah.
And honestly,
It's been a while. It has been
that bad.
a while.
Cool.
Well,
it was a great one. It was great, and I'm intoxicated.
Well, if you guys enjoyed this episode, consider liking and subscribing on the YouTube and or going to Spotify and rating 5 stars. Bank sponsor us, Rockville Audio. Thanks for the mics and for the shirts. We appreciate and love you guys. Patrick, thanks for being a real motherfucker. Join our Discord. It's always in the description. Follow us on Ifunny. Who Cares Podcast. If you have any questions, want any guests, etc., email us, whocareslisteners@gmail.com. Austin, thanks for coming, being a real one. Hint.
Hey, no problem. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's everything. Go out and be great, guys.
I think that's everything.